Alright, log one guys, welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Bourbon Jamaican. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Returning viewers, we greatly appreciate you. Today we got Brady the Great and Dropping Nukes, capital D, capital N. And Dropping Nukes had mentioned this, I think our last live, that he's been waiting on a box. And the mailman keep playing, but the mailman came through today, so what do we have here, Dropping Nukes?
Yeah, I was hoping to get this box for Father's Day weekend, but unfortunately that fell through. It kept insinuating that a label was created. It was not out for delivery, so here we are on Tuesday. Most of you probably already are aware of the Barrel to Box program that Jim Beam puts out. This is my first box. I waited a year to get on the waiting list in order to get in the box program. And so today they send me a nice little box, a couple bottles in there, and they send you a little postcard here with some different information on it. Today we're going to bring to you
Drum roll, please.
if I can get in it. It's like the Hardins Creek Golden Origins.
Yeah, round of
Corn whiskey. So it's pretty exciting, you know. It's always cool to get packages in the mail, and especially when it's bourbon. The other thing that they sent with this month, they're putting out three. They're putting out a summer, a fall, and a winter. And the other thing that they sent was a extended fermentation experimental bottle. We're not going to get into this today, but this one is aged at least 6 years. It's 108 proof, and the release is summer of 2024. And it says on here that the fermentation time was 5 days. So we'll just put that up there, just to give you a little glance and peek into the Barrel to Box program that they offer. Pretty cool.
It's like almost you get a fresh pair of Air Jordans on Saturday morning. Them J's is fresh.
So I was glad that came today. Super excited. So we're going to do the first crack. Go ahead and give y'all our quick review on this and first impressions. I know there's probably several people out there that are looking forward to this.
Brady is number one.
If I can get into it.
I saw months ago the label came out for this, and I was like, I don't care if it's corn whiskey or not. It says Hardins Creek on it, so I gotta try it.
Yeah.
I ain't got no fingernails.
Yeah, so Chris is having a hard time unveiling.
I can't pull it down.
A lot of suspense building up here.
So this is aged at least 11 years. It looks like it's coming in at 106 proof. Presentation's pretty cool. They give you a little leather top up top, a little booklet that goes along with the backstory of it. You know how Beam likes their backstories. Here it is.
Woo! Oh, nice.
Sound like you pop a bottle of champagne.
Did sound nice. Did you do any research on this, Chris? I'm curious, since it's corn whiskey, if they used an already used barrel or if they used a brand new mash bill.
No, I didn't do any type of research. All I know is it's what's supposed to have some special corn in it. So the Golden Origin corn, I guess, which is
Yeah, I'm sure it says something in the booklet.
He took out his reading glasses today.
Here you go. It says right here on the front, aged and used bourbon barrels. So I'm not sure if the mash bill's different or not, but it is aged and used barrels, which is why it's so light, being an 11 year. That's the way like Old Carter and Penelope and MGP brands do their American whiskeys and their light whiskeys. They're always light even though they're high age because they're in used barrels.
So that all the char is already used up.
Yeah, you don't get as much color from the wood because it's already got a pretty deep red line on the barrels.
You figured it would have been a little bit more color in it, being that it's used, so it's not like all evaporated out.
Yeah, it's just, your barrel gives you, I think it's like 90% of the color. So if you've already used up a good portion of the barrel, especially since Jim Beam ages their stuff pretty long, but
Corn, I can smell the corn. I can smell the sweetness. It's like pretty mild. It's not overpowering. Ooh, the ethanol hit me on the second smell.
I wonder if it's gonna have any.
I get like cream corn.
Yeah. All right, here goes nothing. It's a unique taste. It almost tastes like a Scotch taste to me almost. It doesn't really.
It's a little smoky. It's buttery. It's very thick. Like when it first hit my tongue, I was like, I don't know about this, but it really develops. Like mid palate, you can just feel it slowly go back down your tongue, and the finish is pretty long. I can still taste the finish. It's like smoky
I get a
and
little bit of vanilla,
yeah,
kind of a little bit of grain-y,
Yeah.
like
I'm getting like a fruit, but I can't tell what it is. It's almost like a
I don't know,
like
I
a
can't-
pear.
over 100 proof. It don't. That's
No.
smooth as all get out.
Yeah, it doesn't drink 106.
That's very, very good. But I'm still thinking I'm getting a Scotch kind of flavor.
Like a butterscotch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I could
get,
see that.
I get some vanilla.
You can tell it feels a little restricted, like it needs a little bit of airtime because the flavors are trying to develop. Like I get that butterscotch, but rather than it getting stronger, it slowly gets stronger, and before it gets to the mid palate, it kind of
Because
dies.
that's when all the ethanol kind of kicks in and you get that warm hug.
But I get this long, buttery, vanilla, smoky taste in the finish. That's very unique. Do you know what the MSRP is on this?
No, I just know what I paid for the barrel and box. I'm assuming that it's 200, based off. I paid for this month's release. It was 255.
Normally those minis are like 80 at the distillery.
So yeah, I paid 255 plus tax. So
It'd be like
180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did they normally go for? Because I know we ran into a couple of them in the store in those little metal boxes.
Those are about 200 in the stores
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
here at least.
So,
It's
at least,
normally just a hair over $10 a year.
yeah. So
Because like the 17s that came out last year were 200, and those were in the 10 cans. So I figured this one was probably going to be like 130, 150, or what was it, 180 is a little higher than I thought it was going to be, but it's very unique.
Yeah.
It's not as sweet as like an Old Carter American whiskey, but it's a lot more complex in my opinion.
Yeah.
The Old Carters are like full candy bar. This is one where you could sit down and just sip this thing over and over.
Enjoy it.
Yes.
And I'm sure as it open up, and when we revisit in the future, I'm sure it'll be a whole different complexity. Did I say it right?
Complexity.
Complexity.
I'm
Yeah.
curious what it'll be like 6 months.
There's really nothing else out there at the moment,
Yeah.
that we could really
Compared to.
compare and contrast to. So we'll let it sit on the shelf and develop its personality and bring it back to y'all here at a later date.
Well, thank you for the early sneak peek. This doesn't even come out of the distillery till next Wednesday, so we got it 8 days early.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But there you have it. I hope y'all enjoy this video. And again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you to Dropping News for blessing us with this wonderful early gift. And of course, Ready
Definitely.
to Great. There you have it.
Tell your friends about it. Come back to see us.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.